We consider axioms to be validities in relation to math. Yet, understanding what they are, the world revolves now around this logic.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Nate Geo, and this is your host, Nate. For our episode for today, we will be talking about mathematics. Do you know what mathematics is or what's it about? Yeah, so for a fact, we all know that mathematics is the study of logic for shapes, arrangements, and quantity. But I'm still a little bit curious about what mathematics is for other people. Are you with me? I'm planning today to ask a few people what the significance of math or the significance of math in their lives. So will you join me? Okay, come on, let's go. The world as we know it lives in knowledge in our advancement. We require tools essential to finding the proof of existing knowledge. Whoa! Oh my god, the stairs are so overwhelming. You want to hear a secret? Did you know that mathematics is so powerful that it makes me do things that a normal person cannot do? Well then, prepare to be amazed in 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Are you amazed? I hope you are. Now we're here, let's go ask some people. Let's go. Hi, I'm Nate from Nate Geo.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you today?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm fine too. I was wondering if I could ask you just a few questions if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so for my first question, I would like to ask, what is mathematics to you?
I think about mathematics as a language. We speak mathematics in the observation of axioms present around us. I see mathematics every day in the patterns of our surroundings. They're supported by the natural causes defined in the reality of how is it to be perceived. Assumption driven under conclusions, you can make a scientific basis in the face of mathematics.
And now for my last question, I would just like to ask, how does mathematics affect your everyday life?
Mathematics is in the viewable perspective of formulations, similar to a storytelling session. I teach my students with various analogies that makes them think and imagine themselves outside of the box. The course of understanding is fundamental for assimilating the certain knowledge. Once you realize you understand the dynamic perspective of things, you begin to also understand what it's like to be on the other side. You see the side of people, you are able to empathize. This requires imagination, the aesthetic of mathematics.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
She was very eloquent, right? Come on, let's ask a few more people. Excuse me. Oh, sorry to disturb you. I'm Nate from Nate Geo. And is it okay if I could ask you just a few questions?
Sure, sure.
So for my first question, what is mathematics to you?
So in an engineering perspective, mathematics is the core of our profession. We use mathematics to build something, to measure long distances, and to get the right measurements for one infrastructure to be created.
And now for my last question, I would just like to ask, how does mathematics affect your everyday life?
So, well, for us, engineering mathematics is important in bridge construction, aeronautics, nuclear research work, defensing, and so basically it forms the basis for all engineering courses.
Okay, thank you very much. There you have it from an engineer perspective. This revolves the science of logic necessary for generating valid clues to study our surroundings. An important systematic study that can support logic is mathematics. Ano ba yun? Ito na ba? Thank you. Ay ma'am, okay lang ba kung magtanong lang ako sa inyo kahit saglit lang po?
Sige lang.
Anong tingin niyo po sa mathematics?
Yung math kasi para sa akin, hindi lang siya basta addition, subtraction, multiplication ng mga numbers. Kasi para sa akin, isa siyang study ng mga numbers at theories.
Yung huling tanong po, paano niyo po siya may apply sa buhay niyo, yung math?
Ang math kasi para sa akin, sa buhay ko, dahil nga isa akong grab driver dito sa Manila, it's just to the point na kailangan nating intindihin yung math na nasa paligid natin, na naandito lang siya. Dahil simple yung acceleration nitong sasakyan, math din yan. And kung paano gumalaw yung mga bagay-bagay, kasama din yung math dyan. Dahil ang math, kasama sa oras natin, sa paglalakbay natin, ay kasama siya. Yan ang math para sa akin.
Salamat sa inyong sagot.
Okay lang. May pare.
Can I ask you a question? I'm Nate from Nate Geo. Just a few questions.
Yes.
So my first question for you, sir, is what is mathematics for you?
For me, mathematics is a form of communication wherein one needs to solve and analyze to come up with a form of conversation.
The last question for you is how does math affect your everyday life?
Mathematics has been playing a great part in my job as a programmer. Mathematics is everywhere in my job, especially with the codes and the programs. So, mathematics is very important to me.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. So there you have it from a programmer's perspective. What's up? It's me again, Nate. So I'm disguised now as a medtech student, so we might get access in the lab. So, come on, let's go. Oh, I think I forgot something. Whoa! Told you it's the power of mathematics. Come on, let's go. Hi, I'm Nate from Nate Geo.
Hi.
And I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, it's okay.
Okay, so for my first question, what is mathematics for you?
Okay, mathematics is all around us. It's the understanding of what the scientific or numerical logic limits in many different forms. It's not just a subject, but a field that requires quantitative results and is imperative to support the various branches of science.
Interesting. So now for my last question, I would like to ask, how does math or mathematics affect your everyday life?
Okay, so I'm a medical technologist and we deal with mathematics every day. Our experiments are backed by various quantitative researches, and we do science analysis of different tests and samples, which aren't as sophisticated when you really begin to understand how these values relate to each other.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
There you have it from a medtech student. Oh, hey there! We meet again. May I join you guys? Oh wait, sorry. Okay, so we say mathematics is a language that can be learned with different analogies. It's universal in nature and we experience this observation every day of our lives. It's not merely dealing with numerical data, but rather it is the system that can be translated to another formula-like system. We may not be aware of it, but it has become a part of our life in our generation. Bye!